And hello there, use of weapons. Sup? That was quick. Yeah, I think we noticed. Let's hit the streets. Oh, use of weapons, thank you so much for dropping by. He says that, or they say, sorry, that I didn't know that Hagar had a ponytail. Yeah, that was in this game. And I think it was also a costume in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like a DLC costume. So these things are set to normal. That's good. One of the things about Final Fight 3 in comparison to like the other two is that there's not only is there two-player, there's an auto two-play where the AI just plays as the second player. But I'm just gonna play by myself. And we got 4 characters, which makes me wonder why on earth Final Fight 1 on Super Nintendo only had 2. We'll just stick with Guy for now. I'll probably flip-flop between Guy and Dean. So in the second game, Guy was off training, which is why he wasn't in that game. He had Maki instead. And you'll notice right away after the other two, this game is like really fast. A lot faster than the other two. You can just kind of zip across the screen. You can even dash now too. There's even a back step after dashing forward. And there's also like special moves now in this too. So kind of with Street Fighter style inputs, like a quarter circle forward and an attack, you do like this fireball thing. And see how nicely that controls a crowd? Other characters have their own unique attacks. And there's also a super meter, like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You can do like special attacks. That one I did off screen, but you get the idea. I've always kind of commented in the other ones that Final Fight has a bit more depth to its controls than most people kind of give it credit for, but it's always been a little, it's always been kind of like obscure. Things like the turnaround thing in Final Fight 1 and 2, where you whip your second or third punch. In this game, it doesn't really have those obscure tricks. Instead, now there's just more obvious control options. I always like that feeling of control in the other Final Fight games, but here, like, having it much more obvious, it just helps, like, everyone gets more out of the controls, and I'm really fond of that. This game also has, like, alternate routes and alternate endings, depending on who you finish the game with, and, like, what routes you take. There's quite a bit more going on with this one, in terms of, like, replayability. There's, like, more cutscenes in between the levels, even though it's mostly just scrolling text. Just from my recollection, though, my one big beef with this one is that the enemy variety is still kind of low. That was a problem in Final Fight 2. But for the most part, it is much better than the other two on Super Nintendo in particular, in my opinion. Just look at the way he just walks across the screen. Like, he just zips across. Oh yeah, there's another thing. Like, weapons just kind of suck in this game. You either throw them, or it's just like a 2-frame, like, thing where you extend your arm. It's pretty lame. That's pretty minor in comparison to all the improvements this game has over, like, 2 and the port of 1 on Super Nintendo. Also, the music is much better than Final Fight 2. Oh shoot. Look at this like cheap Eddie E though. His name is Dave. I want to grab him so I can do my super, but I think my meter ran out. This fireball thing that'll keep him at bay. Well, that's working wonderfully. That's working almost a little too well. Let's see if I can get fancy. There we go. Hey. Yeah, I gotta say, this game is pretty darn good. Yeah, use of weapons. I would actually really like Dean in Street Fighter V. Like, look at this crap animation, though. Like, this is what I was talking about with the weapons. They just... Like, what is this? Like, they made, like, the base mechanics of the game so much tighter. You know, all these special moves and stuff. But then you got this for the weapons. Like, that sucks. That actually sucks. I might as well just use this fireball thing. Yeah, I think that weapon is just a waste of my time. I picked it up again because I'm a fool. Yeah, I'd like to see Dean in Street Fighter at some point, like, for real. I wish it was in a game I enjoyed playing a little bit more than Street Fighter V, though. Personally speaking, I'm not the biggest fan of Street Fighter V anymore, but it'd still be really neat to see him in something new. Yeah, I don't really play Street Fighter V that much anymore. I mostly play Guilty Gear XR. And I kind of hop back and forth on PC and console for that one. I only really check out Street Fighter V. There's like DLC I'm interested in. That game just didn't hold my interest after a while. Oh, he just ran right past me. Like, okay. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. I didn't mean to use that, but oh well. Oh, I should probably say that, epilepsy warning, this game has a lot of flashing. See, wall jumps are back with Guy, that's good. Oh, I didn't think I was going to be able to throw him because he's so fat, but I guess Guy's much stronger than I gave him credit for. I always think it's going to be like a Violent Storm, which I was talking about yesterday on the stream for Final Fight 2. In Violent Storm, some characters can't actually lift fat guys, and they end up just falling on top of you, and you take damage. That game is pretty darn funny. So far, this is going by really smoothly. I've even picked up a couple of extra lives. I always do that off screen, and it doesn't look as cool. Yes, now we have female enemies, unlike the other two games on Super Nintendo. See if I can grab him. Oh, crap. There we go. I'm starting to think Guy is a little too good in this game. So when I play this game, I usually play as Dean. Guy is just super good in this, so... Like, 2 levels, I haven't even lost a life yet. I've only picked up, like, 1 health item. Let's see, I think there's, like, an alternate route. Yeah, I think if you, like, break these windows or something, it unlocks, like, an alternate route. I think. So instead of, like, the screen transition, I think you go in through these windows. It's been a while since I played Final Fight 3. I didn't mean to waste that again. Oh well. Oh, maybe not here then. I thought there was a screen transition through one of these. Oh wow, that grab was extremely generous. I'll just try throwing them around and see what happens. I know there is like a secret on, I think, the factory level that I was kind of reading up on before the stream started. That apparently allows you to just kind of skip right to the boss, so I'll probably utilize that if I can. But I think that's not for another like 2 levels. But at this rate, we'll get there in no time. Wait, that was it? Okay. Holy crap, he just threw that across the whole stage. What the weird things visually about this game is that the enemy characters kind of have like this muted color palette. They all kind of have like these more subdued tones of color. And yet the stages are a lot more vibrant than like Final Fight 2. So Final Fight 2, someone else who was watching the stream said that it looked kind of gray, and they were right. Like, Final Fight 2 isn't the most colorful game around. Meanwhile, Final Fight 3 is like, definitely has more color than 2, but like the enemies are still kind of grayish. Oh, there he is. There's Andore. It might be a new gang, but he's still around. He's not loyal to Mad Gear. Oh crap! I don't mean to do that. I actually kind of like that look on him. It'd be neat if like Hugo had that look in Street Fighter at some point. Oh no. Oh man, I just beat him and here he is again. Let's beat him up for you though. Get out of here. Oh, and Tago's your friend too. Crap, my move was a little too slow for that. Or I was a little too slow. Go for it again. Might actually lose a life soon. Skoy Sensei says 90s games levels take a few minutes, video games finish under an hour. That's actually one of the reasons why I started the stream a little early, is because these 90s, or not 90s, but like Final Fight 2 and 3 were made specifically for consoles, so they were a little longer than like Final Fight 1 or the other arcade ports, like Knights of the Round or King of Dragons. Like, Final Fight 2, I think, took me about an hour and a half yesterday. Keep going. So I just kind of wanted to get this wrapped up a little earlier, so I still had some time in my day. I like that you can do like that fireball move, like you can cancel from like any attack, even if you have a weapon. That's pretty nice. I just lost that weapon. It was... Oh no, I lost my first life. Fat guys are a lot easier to deal with in Final Fight 2 than Final Fight 3 than Final Fight 2 rather. Because in Final Fight 2 they had those stupid metal prongs. You couldn't really jump over them or punch them as they were coming at you because they were like those metal electric prong things were coming at you first. Dodge that. Come on. Oh, come on. Yo, I hope I don't want to be super nice right now. Kinda like that, yeah. Thanks. Chocolate and chicken. That entire transition was just for health. That's really nice. Yeah, like these guys are like super gray looking in comparison to literally everything else on screen. Let's see. It's another big guy. I don't think we can pick that up for ourselves. That would be cool, though. Oh, man. This sailor dude named Drake. Not the most memorable of bosses, I gotta admit. Can we just make sure he doesn't pick up his things? Oh, man. Smart guy jumped over that attack. Oh, wow, that's so fast. Just want to build up my super meter if I can. He's not going to let me. That time. Oh, no! Hey, this man totally turkey. I should probably start, like, learning to actually dodge stuff, like, by running soon. Because I haven't been running at all. The guy already goes across the screen so much. Boy Sensei says, I hope you'll play Turtles in Time and Batman Returns. Well, I'm doing my Capcom stuff right now. I do have Turtles in Time. I do not have Batman Returns. I have Batman Forever, which is an awful game. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But, no, unfortunately, I do not own Batman Returns. I'm playing games that I own. There's gotta be a better way to do this. I don't think there is a better way to do this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm getting desperate. Phew. Oh, what's that down here? Is this a Yashichi? That is indeed a Yashichi. That little pinwheel thing that's usually in Capcom games. Starting with Vulgus, where it was an enemy. And that's just some useless trivia, I guess. But I always like seeing Yashichi show up in Capcom games. I don't even remember the last time one showed up. Maybe Marvel 3? Because I think Shenko can throw them out sometimes. Street Fighter 5 has Yoshichi in it, does it? Another thing I didn't really notice in this game too is that when you grab someone, you can actually switch which side you want to throw them on, I think. So it just kind of gives you control of, oh, if you want to throw them in a particular direction. You don't have to throw them in one direction now, which is really nice. I'm actually starting to wonder if I'm even going to have a chance to play Dean at this point, because he's making this a little too easy. Another thing I've noticed is that the enemies are a little less passive than they were in Final Fight and 2. Because in Final Fight 2, they just kind of walk away from you sometimes and take a couple steps forward, then walk backwards again. And here they're actively getting in my face again, which helps keep the pacing up, which I appreciate. Oops. Oh no, shit. I've got that rushing elbow attack from a run, but the range on it's really short. It's a little better with Dean, because Dean does like a slide. It looks cool though, he does like 5 hits starting from the elbow. Oh, instead of Molotov cocktail guys, we got guys throwing like stealing grenades or whatever. These guys. It's actually kind of nice because they don't explode into, they don't burst into flame quite as wide of an area, and they also don't like explode on impact. You have a little bit of time to get away, which makes it a little bit more fair. Oh, come on. The hit stun on the player lasts a really long time in this game. Nope. But yeah, I guess with like the inclusion of the super moves and the 4 different characters and stuff, just the like the additional controls and stuff, I feel like this game feels a lot more varied than Final Fight 1 and 2 gameplay-wise. A lot of people always say, oh, it's just walking left to right, punching things. And this game feels like it's got a lot more going on without having to get to like exploits and stuff. Skoy Sensei says, yeah, Batman Forever was crap. Oh, yeah, I know. Batman Returns is great. Hope you get your hands on it someday. Me too. I played that game a bit in emulation. It's pretty darn neat. Going back and forth between like these belt-scrolling levels and the pure side-scrolling, just straight up left to right. I think this kind where you can go up and down is called belt-scrolling, if I'm not mistaken. That's always confused me. Can I go through that door now that I've opened it? That'd be cool. Use a desperation move to get out of that mess. And that guy who we just absolutely murdered with his McDonald's french fries haircut. Yeah, it's weird, like, that 3rd level was so short, and then this one is, like, so much longer. Even, like, the 1st and 2nd levels were longer than that 3rd one. Oh, we can actually go through the door. Just totally ignore that other guy. That's what I mean by, like, the secret routes and stuff. It's pretty neat. Just adds that much more replayability on top of it. Oh, no, I didn't mean to leave the room. Oh, now it's... Oh. Oh, I messed up. I didn't realize you could leave the room. That sucks. But yeah, with, like, the different paths and the different endings, there's a bit more replayability to this one. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. I looked at the chat. But yeah, I mean, I do hope I can get Batman Returns at some point. I'm sure it's cheaper than this game. Final Fight 3 is not cheap. Neither is Final Fight Guy, which was like the first game I played of these Capcom beat-em-ups to the stream. I think it was still cheaper than Final Fight 3 though. And unfortunately, Final Fight 3 is one of those cases where it's just kind of expensive everywhere. Like, even the Japanese copy is really pricey. And that region is called Final Fight Tough, which is a great name. Oh, I didn't like that comment about his haircut earlier. Understandable. Might be a little soon to take that chicken. Just a little soon. Don't do that. This way. Oh, come on now. Take that now, I guess. Oh, and there was another thing I liked about Batman Returns, is that you could actually slam opponents into the wall. I thought that was really cool. Like in this game, you know, I kind of throw enemies, and if they're by the glass, it breaks. Well, in Batman Returns, you'd like actually slam them into the wall with one arm, and it's so awesome. That game really made Batman out to be a badass, like more so than usual. Yeah, I remember when Konami didn't make me sad. Not that direction. My goodness, what am I thinking? Oh man, another. Give me a break. I do as much as I wanted. Oh god, this boss. I think this is when the game actually starts getting kind of tough, if I recall correctly. It's with this boss. But again, I've always played as Dean, and I'm thinking Guy is a little OP. that'd also be boring to look at, so... And that fireball move is just so good. The problem is that if you do it too close, it just kind of whiffs through things, so you gotta have a fair distance. Oh, shoot. I'm starting to realize too that like hit stun on you lasts so long that it kind of forces you, even by these guys, just to use a desperation move out of it. But you don't take as much damage from using desperation moves in this game as you would from some others. Oh, I don't want to pick that up yet. Could have used it earlier though. Let's see where it goes with these enemies here. Yeah, this guy. Oh, I remember him just being... Yes. I gotta build up my meter. He might be a little easier. Oh, see? I already lost a life. Oh shoot, I didn't want to do it on that Moog. Oh god. Makes him pretty formidable. Damn. Oh, come on, man. Really? Oh, and he can block too, because of course he can. There we go. Still not enough, though. Holy crap, that does a lot of damage. I think the game really wants me to throw people at him. Oh, come on. I don't know, I hope I can get him without having to use continue. Oh, I should be able to get him now. Oh. Unless he's gonna keep jumping like a dork. No! Oh my god, don't! Don't do that! Don't do that! Damn it. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Alright, let's try Dean then. Oh, god damn it, I hate that guy so much. So, this thing is that he attacks with, like, electricity out of his fists. And it's, like, done in a weird input where it's like a quarter circle, but it starts forward and goes upwards. And he does, like, this uppercut thing. And the active frames last on him for a really long time. Unfortunately, his super move isn't nearly as cool. It's just like... No, that's not it. Kind of reminds me of Batman, though, too. But, it's like, I think you grab someone, you hit, like, down, up, and attack. Doesn't look nearly as cool. He's got better range on his punches, I think. He's a little sluggish, though. I just feel like Guy was just making quick work of this game because of his fact. Yeah, it's just that throw there. Oh, but it clears the screen, though. That's good. Oh, man, I am so ticked off, though. He shouldn't have been such a turkey. I should have been able to get him. Yeah, the active frames on that just last for a really long time, so they can just walk into it. And I mean, it could be worse. It could be like Final Fight 1, where it's like, oh, you have to use a continue, we'll do the whole level all over again. At least there's like continues, or checkpoints, rather. Oh yeah, that's right. I have this slide too, which is pretty handy. That run animation is pretty bad. You again. Oh, I hate you. Guy. He's like the hardest boss in the whole game. Like, I wish I was joking. He's just such a bastard. Oh, shoot. Jeez, that's like health. Unless I want to be lame and like slide, but he has that jump attack. Man, what were they thinking with this guy? Like, oh my god, that's like almost half my health from that. Like, I don't even have the opportunity to... Holy shit! This guy's ridiculous. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to use another continue. This is ridiculous. This guy is just an ass. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use another continue. That's great. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, I got an extra life. That's good. must have gotten it last minute. Somebody's smiling on me today. There we go. Oh, that was lucky. If I didn't get that one up, I would have been doing that all over again. Wow, absolutely. Screw that guy. Oof. We can't just slide our way through. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one. Nope. Oh, it was right there. The final fight is about to begin. We really were the final fight all along. Oh yeah, I think this last level's pretty lengthy. I think this is the last level anyway. I mean, it did say the final fight is about to begin. Unfortunately, I do not have the instructions manual to tell me. This is just the cartridge. But getting this game complete in the box nowadays would be a fortune. I think the cartridge alone was like $200 Canadian. Well, okay. I can't say I didn't deserve that one. That throw is actually really bad, because he doesn't really throw me to anything. It's a little extra, but I'm about to die anyway. Yep, there we go. And I'll go back to using Guy. How many continues we got? Oh, okay. That's pretty generous. Go back to like this ridiculously good long-range fireball here. Except these green dudes with the claws are gonna just rush me all day. Their spacing game's pretty good. This guy with like this, what is that? Like a ball gag in his mouth? Or is it supposed to be like a gas mask? I don't know. These guys on, I always thought they were on rollerblades, and no, they just walk funny. Wow, I threw him off the ground. Okay. Yeah, these claw guys, like, they're early game enemies, but they're starting to become a pain in the neck now. just so focused on the little guy. There we go. Just kept going right in that wall. Oh, shit. Long time. Guy is a lot faster than Dean. I mean, I never play as Hagar in these games, which might disappoint some people, and I don't really care for Lucia that much, so I always stick to these two. There's some of the weapons they were smuggling, I guess. Not a whole lot of weapons in this game. They're a little rare. Man, this game really likes its fat guys. Terrible. Oh, there's like a chicken meal in here. Or some kind of meat meal. I wonder if we can just leave. Yes, we can. It says hidden health. Awesome. Is that a power loader? Alright then. It's too bad Capcom's Aliens vs. Predator game didn't get ported to any consoles. Because that's like my absolute favorite beat 'em up from them. It's probably my favorite arcade beat 'em up ever made. I think Lynn in that game in particular is so much fun to play. I think there was going to be like a Sega CD or 32X port and it got canceled. Probably because those platforms aren't very good. Although I do have a bit of a soft spot for the Sega CD. But I also have a soft spot for the 3DO, so don't take my word for it. The 32X though, no. It's pretty bad. Oh, here's the elevator portion. It's about time. Just got these guys like right in the great spot right there. That was awesome. Oh no, he's gonna headbutt me to death. There's so many of them. Yeah, it wouldn't be a beat 'em up without an elevator section, although I think Armored Warriors doesn't have one. And I said that in the last stream, that Armored Warriors is like the only beat 'em up I've played that doesn't have an elevator section. And that's also a fantastic game, too. Still keep my super meter, though, which is interesting. Wow, they actually have a lot of health. Unfortunately for them, Guy is very good in this game. Oh, except for that, I just did it too close. Oh, really? Really? Okay. Okay, points are nice and all, but so would, like, food would be nicer. Just saying. The range on that elbow was really poor. More of them! Holy shit! Oh, I didn't mean to throw them away from the screen. That works. Just kind of want to keep them bunched together. Man, this room is lasting a little too long. Like, they're coming in manageable waves, but it's just this. The pacing is just slowed right down to a crawl now. You don't want that in a beat-em up. You don't want fights that get sloggy. But it's still better than, like, the worst parts of Final Fight 2, which last way too long. Like, Final Fight 2, unfortunately, actually, like, its pacing slows down to something absolutely glacial later parts of the game. It's way too long in the twos. Sugoi Sensei says, as someone who grew up in a Nintendo household, what's Sega? Oh, I also... Oh, crap. Okay, if flowers is nice, but it's not for health. I also grew up with Nintendo consoles. NES, and it was like 2. Like, old Sega consoles are just a thing I've gained more of an appreciation of over the years, though. Like, I think Sega's really cool. I have no beef with that whole Sega-Nintendo rivalry thing. I'd rather just leave that be in the 90s. I like a lot of what Sega does, even nowadays. Like, I'm not, like, the biggest Sonic fan or anything, but I really like Sega's consoles. I got a Master System not that long ago. Sega Sports Dreamcast. And I've been having a ball with those. So, yeah, Sega's cool. Cooler is if this room would end soon because it's lasting too long. Thankfully, the combat's really fun. Or, you know what else would be neat? If, since Guy can wall jump, if there was actually, like, some walls that I could jump off of, that would be cool. Because I haven't had that in a while. I think I've only seen, like, 2 walls that I could jump off of in the entire game. Oh, I think this is it. It's not Relento, I swear. Oh! He's just gonna attack me with a running. Oh, he's got his own fireball. Mustard. Oh, what is that? I don't know if I have enough health. I'm for lives to take him on, though. I think I'm probably gonna where was my super? I just not doing it fast enough. Aw, I lost it. I slept on for too long. Yeah, I guess the game decided it wasn't fair for me to have a fireball for so long, and that now it was time for a boss to have it too. Oh, that's kinky. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna have to use continue, but hopefully it starts with just a boss. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my god. Oh no, it's off screen. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, he basically goes flying into this generator and electrocutes to death. Oh, epilepsy warning. Wow, holy crap. Yeah, that was a lame way to end it. You're supposed to be able to see it, but I didn't scroll the screen that far, so that was my bad. But that... city's ruined. Well, that's the mayor's problem now. Let's play next level. Next difficulty level, I guess. Yeah, that's Final Fight 3. that is still a really fun game. Definitely after Final Fight 2, I start to appreciate this one a lot more over Final Fight 2 now. Alright, so no credits or anything. I think it just ends on this Capcom screen. I'm mashing buttons, and nothing's happening. So that means it's time to move on to the King of Dragons. I'm going to go offline for just a sec, and just to swap out the cartridges, and I'll be right back. Much like with Knights of the Round, I've never really gone through this in its entirety. So, but, you know, like, Knights of the Round ended up being a really pleasant surprise. I played a little bit of this one, it seems pretty good too. So let's just get right into it. Options are on normal. And I don't actually know who to play as. I'm gonna start with, this cleric guy here. I think we're just getting right into it. Sprites are definitely a lot smaller. Oh, his arm disappears. Oh no. Definitely a slower game. Oh, wow, that's cool. Definitely a slower game than Final Fight 3. I'm not cool. Oh, wow. Am I really almost dead already? And I've only got 2 credits? This might be a very quick stream. Oh, we're at the boss already. Yeah, I definitely don't have, like, the attack and mobility options. Oh, I leveled up. Just like in, King of Dragons, that's what I'm playing right now. Knights of the Round, you, like, level up as you play. That's cool. Hello there, Fresh Salad. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I've never really played this one so much before. But yeah, wow, the amount of credits is, like, shockingly low. So I'm thinking this portion of the stream is going to be really short. Unlike Final Fight 3, which I finished. Is that a frog? Can I get that frog? Oh, right. They got, like, polymorphed. Oh, they're so cute. Doesn't look... Oh, that was a trap. Okay. I guess I gotta open those at a distance or something. Another boss already. Oh, he's cool. Ah, he's a cool-looking guy. Now he's gonna wreck though. Unless I just harass him with, like, jump attacks the whole time. Oh, that's so cool. I love stuff like that. Yeah, I can just harass him with jump attacks all day and he can't do anything. Cool. I think my life bar extended a little bit too. Yeah, this game seems alright, but I don't know, I think Knights of the Round kind of left a stronger impression right away, though. That's going to be a really hard act to follow up on. Trying to cute froggies again. Very polymorph others sort of thing, like in Dungeons & Dragons. Also, it doesn't really seem like there's a lot of impact to the attacks. I feel like I'm just kind of whooshing through things like a Konami beat-em-up. Which is something that's always bothered me about Konami's games. Where the hits just don't feel like they have a lot of impact. Oh, I see my health bar's going up too as I level up. That's cool. I like it when they have like these RPG elements in beat 'em ups. It's a neat idea. But I'm about to die soon. Thankfully, this hammer has a little bit of range. It does not take long to get to the bosses, though. Oh, there's our first dragon. I doubt he's the king of dragons, though. That was close. Come on down here, you coward. It's getting a little ballsy. Oh, he did come down here. Oh, no! Okay, I gotta play a little bit more intelligently. I'm playing with, like, 0 intelligence right now. Oh, I guess he made me eat my own words, though. I can't say I wasn't asking for it. Yeah, I can, like, feel the progression. Like, when I level up, I feel like I've leveled up. So that's really cool. Ah, shoot. I thought I'd just rush him while I have that invincibility. This guy animates like a bird. It's kind of funny to see him walk around. Because he kind of walks like a chicken. Also, considering this is an arcade port, this dragon looks like really good on Super Nintendo. Definitely looks better than the cleric here. See, each credit, Fresh Salad says each credit has multiple lives, so it might be able to get far. I don't know, I hope so. I'd like to, I'm enjoying this. I mean, it's not as good as Knights of the Round, but it's still pretty good. It's, Capcom beat 'em ups are pretty safe when you want to have a good time. And that's why I keep buying them on Super Nintendo, even though they're ports most of the time, except for, like, Final Fight 2 and 3. What was that? I think that chest tried to attack me. Well, that was kind of useless there. Like, they don't really have the presentation of, like, Konami's beat 'em ups. But I think the gameplay is better. And that's what's most important to me. But it's not like Konami games are, like, Konami's beat 'em ups are bad, though. There's just a little overrated. Oh, these guys are hard to attack without taking damage. Or getting stuck, or whatever. And another thing I learned recently about this game, because I was looking it up a little bit beforehand, was just on the art side of things, artwork for this game, the Japanese version, like the arcade version, was done by Kinya Nishimura, who's like one of my favorite artists, video game or otherwise. And the North American cover art is done by Julie Bell, who is also a phenomenal artist. Oh yeah, now it's throwing dragons at me, and also some slowdown. Oh, not the goo. Oh, I'm thinking I just have to harass one head at a time or something. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. Oh, I seem to have, like, a healthy stockpile of lives, or at least I did. So I must have been doing okay. Where's that other head? I thought there were 3 heads. There it is. I guess I can't have all 3 at ones that would bog down the Super Nintendo too much. Oh, now he's gonna get up in my face. I can do that too. Play baseball with your head. Come on. Oh, yeah, he's gonna be like that. He's gonna be like that. There we go. Miyahu says, Konami's beat-em-ups just have some really memorable soundtracks. Great, I'm immediately thinking of Turtles in Time. No, you're absolutely right. Like, the presentation, visuals, and music is outstanding in Konami's beat-em-ups. And Konami games of the era in general. I think, like, as beat-em-ups, most of them could be a little more satisfying to play. But, like, the way they look is fantastic. And the 4-player co-op in arcades is something, or 6 players in X-Men's case. Like, you can't take that experience away from people. It's just too good. Playing them by yourself, though, not so much. Another Konami beat-em-up that I'm also fond of, that I haven't mentioned yet on stream, is Metamorphic Force, which is on the same engine as X-Men. So if you really like that game, it's like a better X-Men. So if you feel like emulating arcade, you should give that game a try, I think. Oh, I'm having a hard time with these troglodytes. Just not playing very intelligently. Nope, that was it, I guess. We're just zipping along here. I actually do have this game CIB. I should probably check the back of the box to see how many levels it is. I think it's like 14 or 16 levels or something. Yeah, I was lucky enough to actually get this game in the box in like pretty darn good condition considering how old it is. But as a result, this game was also not cheap. I don't know how many ports this game has. I should probably look into that. I think even like the Dungeons and Dragons games, despite being licensed, have more ports and stuff like this, or Knights of the Round. Oh, I kind of like these wolf guys with the crossbows, though. That's cool. I needed that apple. That was a good apple. Oh, and you can't go wrong with skeleton dudes with swords and shields. Let's see. Fresh Salad says that the arcade version got ported to one of the Capcom Classics collections on PSP. Oh, I actually didn't know that the PSP versions had ones that maybe the console versions didn't. But my knowledge is mostly limited to like Capcom Classics Collection Volume 1 on PS2 and Xbox. I played the crap out of that when I got that like in 2005. But I don't have any of the PSP ones. They should bring back something like that Capcom arcade cabinet that M2 did for 360 and PS3, because I rather like that. Oh, it's a Minotaur again, except he's jumping. So I can't harass him with jumps quite as much, I guess. Because I just bullied him the first time. I bullied that bull. I'm still kind of bullying him, though. Yeah, he still got bullied. Except he's a sub-boss now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, a company like Capcom, like, they're already friendly to porting their games on everything under the sun. I just haven't seen many of, like, their classic games on current gen. Like, everyone wants everything on the Switch. I mean, like, something like Capcom Arcade Cabinet or Capcom Classics Collection on the Switch would be fantastic. But, like, most things on the Switch would be fantastic, except for, like, Resident Evil 7 Cloud version or whatever the heck. Oh, I can't change my character post-continue. Oh, no, because there's our first credit. Yeah, I have no idea what they're thinking with that Cloud version. I guess maybe that's more feasible in Japan, but I don't know if the average internet speed in North America can keep up with that. Yashichi! Hell yeah, I love seeing that. I don't know if, like, that speed of North American ISPs can really keep up. Maybe it's better in Europe, too, but in North America, I don't know. Especially here in Canada, internet kind of sucks. So something like Resident Evil 7 Cloud version just seems really unfeasible. I mean, it's nice that they're bringing it to the Switch, and that's an interesting way to port it, but I don't know if that's quite the right way. Unless the Switch is really just that underpowered. And if not, just do ports that are more appropriate, like arcade collections. Like, everybody likes buying classic arcade games on the Switch. Those Neo Geo titles do pretty well on the Switch. One of the best-selling titles on the Switch digitally is, like, Versus Super Mario Brothers. Fresh Salad says that Capcom doesn't seem very good at downsizing their games to the Switch. That, I mean, I guess the problem really is downsizing. Like, I don't even really know where the Switch myself stands as far as, like, current gen, or if it's more close to last gen specs or what have you. I mean, most of the biggest games on the Switch are, like, besides, like, Mario Odyssey, are, like, kind of remnants of Wii U titles, aren't they? Which was, like, more powerful than PS3, but it couldn't really compare to, like, PS4 and Xbox One. God bless its soul. I love the Wii U. Oh, I thought I found a sweet spot. I may have found a sweet... No! I thought I found a sweet spot. Because the hitboxes are a little generous. Just tank them. But yeah, just make another excuse to port your old arcade games again for, like, the billionth time. Like, people eat that up. I mean, at least, you know, I say that, and that Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection is coming out, like, real soon. So, I mean, that's a step in the right direction for the Switch. Or any platform. Like, portable Third Strike. Portable Super Turbo. Although, I guess Super Turbo wasn't one of those Capcom collections on PSP. Oh my god, these things are all over the place. They are not leaving me alone. But personally, I think I get that 30th Anniversary Collection for Street Fighter on console, just because I have a arcade stick, and I have a feeling most of the online community will probably be on PlayStation. Oh man, those jelly things are just really freaking me out. Because they, like, before, they were just swarming me big time. I'm just jumping all over the place. Alright, Lizard Man. Aw, man, I hope Lizard Man comes back in Soul Calibur 6. My guess is probably. Oh no, a spider. A good thing I'm not afraid of spiders, but if you're afraid of spiders, look away. Squash this bug, though. If the hitboxes let me. Oh my god, there's more than one! There we go. Miyahuo says, I'm pretty sure Switch is closer to last-gen specs. I think it's a bit stronger than Wii U. It has been too many games to really push it graphically. Yeah, you're probably right. Nintendo doesn't seem too concerned with keeping up with Sony or Microsoft that way. Could be more of a cartridge problem, says Fresh Salad. Yeah, I think, like, one of my biggest issues with current gen in general is just that the physical media format is just not enough. And it's not just a Switch. Like, there's already a number of games on the Switch where the games have to be, like, half of it has to be downloaded on to the console. Or a memory card. But that's a problem on the other consoles, too. Like, you're getting games that are over 50 gigs, like the size of a Blu-ray. And now you're getting games that are basically saying you have to have an online connection. And it's not because of some DRM shenanigans, or maybe, but it's more so because of, like, they can't fit the game on a single disc anymore. They're outgrowing the discs. Probably one of the worst examples seems to be on, like, Xbox One. You got stuff like Halo 5, I think is like 100 gigs or whatever. And a Blu-ray drive is like, or a Blu-ray disc is like 50 gigs. So you buy the game at the store, you get half the game. And physical media just isn't big enough anymore for a lot of these games. So I don't know how that's going to be tackled on in the future. Maybe we will go to a future that Sony wanted with the PSP Go, where it was a digital only. Who knows? It looks like it might be that way. Because, it also depends on, like, if they ever feel the need to make a new type of physical media for video games. Because, I mean, like, if they don't want to make a new disc, like, mainly for the movie audience, because everyone just streams on Netflix or whatever, then that could be a big problem for games in the future. Games can't really be on Blu-ray anymore. The Blu-rays are just too small. I mean, those Switch cards are already enough of an issue. Alright, that's a cool looking dragon. It's like an orange Yoshi, but scalier. He's just gonna poke me with his lance. I wonder if this game has the same backwards jumping. Oh, no, I don't think so. Oh, I think I gained to continue somewhere along the line, so that's good. Or a credit. Oh, I found a sweet spot. Doesn't know what to do. Oh, he figured out what to do. But it was too late. Fresh Salad says that they can never get in a third strike. Might be a good time to give it another attempt. I hear that. I mean, I like Third Strike, but it's not my favorite Street Fighter. He says that he always preferred the Alpha games. Personally, I love Alpha 2. If I'm ever in, like, having a bad day, or I'm having a bad mood or whatever, like, Alpha 2 is the game that always picks me up. Like, Alpha 2 and Super Turbo. I really, really like those games. They always just put me in a good mood. But yeah, I mean, I can't hate on Third Strike. I can't even hate on, like, Second Impact. Or, as I like to call it, Street Fighter 3 Shawn Impact. Oh, I just thought he was a boss. Come on. This red hammer isn't enough. This looks like this hammer looks goofy now. Looks like a toy hammer. I don't know why I gotta fight you again so soon. Let's see what else here. Can't go wrong with Vism shenanigans as Mihu, or Miyahuo, or however you pronounce that, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's Alpha 3. Alpha 3, knowing how that game is balance-wise, I know that game is popular, but that one being given online over Alpha 2, and it's not like Alpha 2 doesn't have its problems, like Chun-Li and Rose, but man, Alpha 3 is such a mess. I think that one was given online just for popularity reasons. Also, another weird one to me was like, what was it? Like Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting. Like, granted, that's easily the best one of the CPS2 Street Fighter 2s, but still, who asked for that one? Oh well. It would have been nice if most of the games had online play, but, you know, server reasons, I'm gonna guess. Like, they can only have so many games up at a time. Even a rotation system would be kind of neat. But maybe have, like, 4 main games online, like those 4. Hyper Fighting, Super Turbo, Alpha 3, and Third Strike. And then, like, maybe have, like, a rotation system for the other games. So the other games get, like, oh, well, this week you'll be able to play vanilla Street Fighter 2 online. This week you'll be able to play Alpha 2 online. This week you'll be able to play, like, New Generation online. Or something like that. But then again, I guess that means you'd have to have servers for all of those, so maybe not. Like, I'm just kind of speaking out of my ass here. I don't really know the situation, so I really shouldn't be commenting. Oh, look at this cool guy. I think he was the guy we were fighting before. Oh, shoot. Oh, is he gonna be the Relento of this game? I'm thinking so. Jump attacks are just, like, really useful in this game. These enemies can't really keep up with it too well. There we go. It's hammer time, bitch. Fresh Salad says that the music and visuals in Second Impact appeals to me way more than Third Strike's. They say that Third Strike is very dull sounding. I don't think Third Strike sounds dull, but personally I prefer the sound of Second Impact. I prefer the menus and artwork and the HUD and stuff in Second Impact. Like, that game to me is really visually appealing. I love Second Impact soundtrack. It's one of my favorite Street Fighter soundtracks. More so than Third Strike's as well. But I can't say that. I can't possibly call Third Strike dull to me personally. Even in comparison to a lot of other games of the time, I think it's pretty unique. Oh man. No! These guys mean business! Oh man, these guys are dangerous. I swing my hammer at them multiple times and they're still just... Wow. Okay, these guys are tough. Oh, what's this over here? It's like a chest. Yashichi! No, I want that Yashichi! I'm being bitten to death. I'm like trying so hard to get the Yashichi and the Mimic is just lashed onto my ass the whole time. I mean, I see a Yashichi, I want it, it's simple. Yeah, I think I haven't really noticed, but I think I am earning credits as I play. Instead of 1-ups, I think I'm earning credits, because I'm back to like 2 credits again for some reason. I thought this would be a very short playthrough, but I guess not. Oh man, now these things are a pain in the ass. Just because of the way they rotate around the player makes them kind of hard to hit. and kind of going on about Capcom history, because we're spending time with Capcom history here on the stream. If there is one thing I do appreciate about Capcom, I know it annoys some other people, how much they re-release their games, but at least they acknowledge their history. I would rather have, like, these re-releases and stuff, and Capcom going, oh, hey, this game's a classic. You remember this game? It's a classic. Instead of some other companies like, you know, like Konami, who basically just use it for shitty car commercials. Or, just don't want to make games anymore. Outside of, like, Pro Evolution Soccer. I mean, Capcom has a lot of problems. They make a lot of stupid mistakes. But they still make fun games, and they still dip back in their old catalog of fun games. So, I don't know. I can't hate them. I just get kind of tired of some of their stupid stuff from time to time. A lot of the time. I want Capcom to be better, because I know they can be better. Whereas, in comparison, I kind of want Konami to just go away, because Konami is irredeemable at this point. And that's how I feel about that. And I know I'm not really talking about the games too much. I'm mostly just kind of talking to the stream chat about, like, Street Fighter. But it's all classic Capcom good times, so whatever. I am enjoying this. I just kind of wish the hits had a little bit more impact. But this is pretty darn good. And I thought this stream would be over, like, quickly, because I saw that credit count, and I guess not. Though if I keep doing dumb stuff like that, it'll end quickly. Oh no, not again! Get off of me. Let's see, Fresh Salad says it would be so nice if Konami would re-release Harmony of Despair on the Switch. It would be nice if Konami... It would be nice if I felt compelled to give Konami money. I don't want to give Konami money for anything anymore. Like, even that Zone of the Enders 2 re-release. Like, I can't... That doesn't feel morally comfortable to me, personally. I just can't support them anymore. It makes me sad. I wish I could like Konami again, but they're just too terrible. And, let's see... and also when the chat mentions the new Bloodstained spin-off, I played a bit of that. It is really good. But I had to get the PC version. I wanted it on PS4, and I guess they didn't have the PS4 codes ready yet, like the console codes for PS4, Xbox, and Switch. So they just gave everyone a temporary Steam key, and so I played that for a little bit. Yeah, that game's really good. I'm starting to feel, like, way more happy that I think I dropped, like, $150 in the Bloodstained Kickstarter campaign. I'm feeling a lot more confident. I mean, I already liked the demo, but, I mean, just that little spin-off they made is already super solid. Is this like a Dragon Knight? I think it is. That is cool. And he's got like a whip sword like Ivy from Soul Calibur. This game has some really cool enemies. I mean, a lot of them are very Dungeons and Dragons, but when it does stuff like this guy, like, that's awesome. Oh shit, I got bowled over. Come on. Just a couple more hits. Where are you? Get back on the screen, you. Got him. Oh, that's cool. And he turns to stone, then goes on fire. That's cool. Oh, Not again. I hate these things. I'm starting to really hate these Dragon Riders, or Dragoon Lancers, or whatever they want to be called. Yeah, there I go. Please just die. Yeah, I said this already, but I really do feel like this game makes you feel more powerful. Like that experience system is not put to waste here. A game with RPG mechanics that actually, where it feels like a real benefit instead of like a tacked on thing. There's a lot of modern games that kind of tack on some weak RPG elements, and they just don't really, they don't go very far with. Capcom seemed a lot more invested in that sort of thing for a time period in around the mid-90s when they were getting into Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. Oh crap, I gotta fight 2 of these cool guys. But it looks like they share a health bar, so it might not be too bad. Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh shoot. Ah, damn it. I still got a couple more lives on this credit, though. But you never know. It could be like the Final Fight 3 stream, where the second to last boss would have, like, no health left, and then he just cleaned my clock. There we go. Yeah, you definitely... It's not just, like, the equipment you have. Like, you feel like your attacks just do more damage. Even though you don't really have that impact in this game. It just... You just feel like you're just wiping through enemies faster. And you get, like, the new weapons and shields and stuff. And that on its own feels pretty good. Oh, no. I don't want to deal with this mess. Turn them all into froggies. Oh, that's great. Yeah, this doesn't really have the depth of, like, King of Dragons, but it's still pretty enjoyable. Oh, this is King of Dragons. Knights of the Round. I'm always getting those games mixed up. It doesn't really have, like, the control depth of Knights of the Round, but it's still pretty solid. I like this quite a bit. Its RPG elements are a lot more heavy. And, stuff like the Dungeons and Dragons games kind of feels between this game. And that is definitely a compliment to those games. Not really sure how I'm supposed to approach this guy half the time. Just being a turkey. I'm too slow to catch up to him half the time. Come on. Wow, this guy is a jerk. And his red beard. Ah, and he melted ash. That's cool, though. Oh, were these all mine? Oh, wow, I got blown the hell up. Oh, this guy's gonna be tough. Yeah, he's gonna blow me up at every opportunity. This is not a fair fight. This doesn't feel like a very fair fight. Either that or I'm just not approaching him correctly. Probably not. I'm being brain dead at the moment. But he's almost down. Come on, don't do this now. Smack him. And he bursts into cute frogs. Chad says, he's monologuing and you're just plundering chests. Yeah, pretty much. It's like I come into your house and you're like saying, oh, hey, how you doing? And just taking your bread and taking your strawberries and taking stuff off your shelves. I don't know. It's like going to someone's house and like peeing on their couch while they're trying to like say hello, do you want anything to drink? Don't pee on people's couches though. It's nasty. Oh, this hammer looks so ridiculous. Oh, not again. I knew that was gonna happen and I still fell for it. Like, the hammers get bigger, but I don't feel like I get more range out of them, though. They feel like it does more, like... It feels like it cleans through enemies more quickly, but I don't really get the range out of the hammer. Like, it doesn't feel longer, just more powerful. Oh, okay, so we're regurgitating bosses now. Cool. I gotta ask for what purpose, just to make the game a little longer. Oh crap, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, what a turkey. Get out of here. Oh, I see how it's gonna be. So it's like the same, essentially the same as the first time we fought him. Except now he's got this annoying backup. Just get right up in his grill. As I get impaled by this guy again as I'm on my last continue. But it doesn't matter because I got I got a little bit of a hellfire item there. Of course it's not fair because the console wants your quarters, says Sugoi-sensei. Yeah, I'm just gonna plunk my quarters up on the console. But yeah, just reusing the boss, like, such an early boss so late in the game is kind of pointless. It's the same boss, except now he's got a friend who's just going to impale you over and over. It's like, that's kind of pointless to me. I know it's for quarters, but if you're getting close to the end, just, you know, just let me get to the end, because this is going on for a little while. This is longer than I was expecting. Final Fight 3, I think, ended up being a little shorter. Oh, I hate these mummies. Final Fight 3 ended up being a little faster than I was expecting. I think just because Guy is, like, really OP in that game. But this game, I thought this would be shorter because it was an arcade port. And arcade beat-em-ups are usually, like, 40-ish minutes, 40 to 50 minutes long. Like, 50 minutes is long for an arcade beat-em-up. But this feels like it's been going on for a while. now he's just gonna walk off the screen. At least we can admire this pretty looking background. That's totally gonna attack me, isn't it? And I can't attack it preemptively. I have to wait for it to come down. Yep. Oh, I could really use some health right now. Please? It's gonna give me a boss instead of health. Okie dokie. Oh, great. 2 of these guys. Wonderful. Yeah, this is getting a little lazy now. It's the same boss from earlier, except now there's 2 of them. Yeah, I feel like this game is starting to lose some steam. That's too bad. Because I had lots of nice things to say about it up to this point. Now it's just like, well, we're a little dry on ideas, but we still want people's quarters. Which would be fun if this was the arcade version, but it is not. Well, it wouldn't be fine, but it would be expected. There we go. Let's see. Miahu says, I don't think I've beaten this one. Me neither. This is my first time going through it. So, guess you could just say this is a blind run of this game. Haven't even played the arcade version either. Oh, okay. Guess I wasn't paying enough attention. And I have no credits left, so I don't know if I'm gonna see the end of this, because I'm thinking this is, I think this is the end of the road for me. It's giving me lots of treasure, so a dragon must be guarding all this treasure. Even the ground looks like... The ground is treasure. Oh, that's a big guy. Oh, he has an awesome looking sprite, though. He looks fantastic. Yeah, wow, he'd shoot through my health big time. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat this guy. Oh, no. Oh, come on. If I could dash in this clunky armor, that'd be great. Yeah, he's kicking my ass. What's he doing with his mouth open like that? Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Oh, he's got so much health, too. Holy crap. How am I supposed to do this on my own? And is there a way to not get grabbed by that hand? Like, is that just guaranteed damage for the dragon? Yep, last life. This is end of the road for me. But I'm gonna go down swinging, I guess. Swinging this hammer. Ah, yeah. That's it. Rest in peace. Oh, man, he sure looks cool. Game over. Well, I think that was a pretty good run. Like, that was my first time playing, so... That was a lot of fun, though. And that's gonna be it for the, Capcom beat-em-ups on Super Nintendo. At least the ones I have. I also uploaded them to YouTube. So there's also a video for Final Fight Guy and Captain Commando. And then there was a second video for Final Fight 2 and Knights of the Round. And then there's this one. So, thank you very much for checking out the stream. I really appreciate you coming in, talking with me, um, just checking out these games. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for dropping by.